Okay, so change of plans. We're no longer going to be doing brakes. We had to roll the 6-door out. Now we need to go pick up Isaiah's truck. We're getting ready to unload the trailer, power the winch up. I had to put a battery in. So we're gonna power this winch up, and then we are gonna go pick up his truck and possibly do a fuel pump on his truck. Winches are so handy. So we got it loaded. Now we're backing out of the driveway, ready to take it home and fix it. So here's the deal. He was able to drive it to work first thing in the morning, and it drove fine. When he went to leave work, it would crank and crank and crank and crank and no start. You can't hear the fuel pump anymore. He looked at the relay. Yeah. Looked at the relay, tried to jumper the relay to try and force the fuel pump. No fuel pressure at the fuel rail. So we're thinking either wiring or fuel pump or something fuel related. So we're going to tear into that and see what we can find and take you along for the ride.
Come on, I'm doing the pushing. It's right there on that stupid edge. Okay. Yes. Should be right. Try it. Are you hearing it click?
No.
Okay. If that relay is going to click, yeah, 12 volts. So you probably lost your ground. Let's see if I can feel it vibrating. Nothing? We probably will have to replace this pump then. Didn't get the video going. Video camera was off, but I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's the problem. It was a bad connection and the hot was burning up inside this little connector right there. So you can kind of see how it's a little black. So we're gonna order a new pump and get it coming, and then we'll have the truck again. Now back to the brakes. We were finally able to get the truck back in the garage, as you can see, and get the brake drum off of the axle. That took a little bit of doing. And what you'll find sometimes is these shoes will take and cut a groove, and it'll cut a groove inside here, and you won't be able to pull that brake drum off of the axle even after you've loosened your axle nut. And the best way that I can say to do that is there's a hole on the back side here that you can adjust this, but sometimes you can't get the adjuster to adjust, and so you got to force it. Some guys will break the drums, which is hard to do on something so big and thick. I was able to rotate it forward while pulling at the same time and get it past what it was hung up on. Trying to rotate it backwards causes that brake shoe to catch on the drum just like it's supposed to do when it automatically adjusts. So you got to rotate it forward, and hopefully that'll help you pull it off. Okay, so now we're going to try and disassemble this as quickly as we can using welding pliers. And I was just kidding. I had some brake tools. I just don't know how to use them. If you don't have the right tool, sometimes the wrong one will work in a pinch. Sometimes. See? Piece of cake. Now we just got to clean it and put it back together. We got it all back together, cleaned up, new brake shoes. The hardest part is getting these springs back on here. Got a new wheel cylinder, and then trying to get this brake cable connected for the emergency brake and the adjuster in here just right. So we got to clean up the brake drum, and then we'll start putting it back together. Okay. We're going to lube this up liberally. All right, so we got the truck back together. Test drove it, and we're still struggling with something, needing to bleed the brakes or something, because it's not activating the rear axle. We've bled them, drove it, adjusted the brake adjusters, and it still needs something. So when I figure it out, I'll let you know. So keep watching.